Hi, Deb here and welcome to my craft room. Today I'm going to be using clear polyurethane resin to make some Christmas baubles using a mould from Moulds and Shapes, which I bought sometime last year, and also using some Washi PET Tape. Had a lovely time. It was really good fun. Like I've said to you before, when you're using polyurethane resin, the best thing to do is to use your glitters. Put your glitters in after you've poured the first amount of resin, so part B. Usually I pour part B first and then put in all your different glitters. I obviously felt I needed a little bit more of part B. Yes, I think I decided that I was going to mix 50 grams of resin, so yeah. I put in, this glitter is like purples and greens, which I got from Sophie and Toffee last Christmas, I believe. And this one is a chunky white silver holographic, which I think I must have got from Sophie and Toffee. So just mix that together a bit and then add your part A or your second part of polyurethane resin. I will give you the name of the polyurethane resin I use in the description box. It takes 30 minutes to cure. Oh, adding a bit more of the holographic there because it wasn't showing enough. It takes 30 minutes to cure. I believe it's 30 minutes, but that's better. It takes a bit longer, so you don't have to rush quite as much with that one. Right, so on with the next part, which I believe is part A for me. I usually try and do B first and then A second. I'm not sure why. Well, you can clearly see the name of the resin. It's OptiCast 1000 clear PU resin. So here I am mixing it. You don't need to mix polyurethane resin for quite as long as you do epoxy resin. It just seems to mix really quickly, much quicker than epoxy resin does, but it's probably because it's so thin. Here is the mould I'm using from Moulds and Shapes. I didn't need it on a heat pad, which I will remove in a minute, but I'm just using the Christmas tree and the elongated bauble. Here I am taking out the heat pad. Unfortunately, my heat pad is a bit creased. It's got a lump in it, so things don't tend to cure level. Not quite sure what to do about it. I do use it if I really have to. But if I don't have to, I try not to, because like I say, it's not level, not flat and level, so things don't cure as evenly as I'd like them to. So here I'm simply filling up the moulds with that beautiful glitter. I've used the last of it now, so it's gone, but it was like a purple and green, lovely colours. And now I'm just using this, I'm just filling up the stars with the leftover resin, because none of us like to waste it, do we? In this bit of quiet time, I'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a happy and peaceful New Year. And I'd like to thank you for watching my videos, and hopefully you will continue to do so for the next forever. This is the next day and I am demoulding. I could have demolded it after an hour, but I was busy, so this is the next day. Look at that holographic shine. I love these holographic moulds. They are beautiful. So this is the washi tape. I'm trying to decide which images I'm going to use. I thought that snowman was gorgeous, and he just seemed to fit perfectly on that elongated decoration. I really liked it. I loved this little Christmas tree when I saw it and cut it out, but it wasn't, I don't know, it didn't look quite as effective on the tree as I thought it would. And I don't know if you're spotting my deliberate mistake, or not so deliberate mistake, but I'm actually putting the Christmas tree on the holographic side, which is not what I wanted. So I'm just about to take it off and put it on the other side. I thought if I put it on the non-holographic side, when I put a dome coat over the top of it, I won't lose my holographic, and that way if it spins around on the tree, you've got a holographic on one side and a pretty picture on the other. I had a bubble in that bit there in the snowman, so I literally just lifted the edge and pushed it all down neatly. Wasn't happy with how I'd put the Christmas tree down. I'm still not sure it was level or centered. And here I've mixed up a small amount of epoxy resin. I think it must be Let's Resin epoxy resin. It is Let's Resin epoxy resin. I think it's only about 10 or 15 mils I've mixed up, just to put a dome over the top of these decorations, just to keep the Washi PET tape in place, and so it doesn't get scratched when it's in the box during the year up in the attic, waiting to come out again next year. I am so pleased with the way these turned out. I absolutely love them, and they look gorgeous on my Christmas tree. I'm so pleased with them. The snowman more than the Christmas tree, because it just doesn't show up as much. The snowman really shows up on the decoration, but the Christmas tree it's a bit dull. But they're beautiful. I'm really pleased with them. Giving it a top up. I love doing a dome coat. I don't know why, I just find it really relaxing, just gently pushing the resin round, getting it where I want it. Trying to get it right up to the edges and not over. I just find it quite a rewarding task. I also find it very frustrating when the resin does go over and it's ruined my piece. But it is quite relaxing doing it. That was really, I love them. I love them. I really do. I'm really, really pleased with them. You'll get a quick glimpse in a second of them cured, and then I will put the pictures up at the end of them on my tree, and just a close-up so you can get a really good look at them totally finished. Here they are on the tree. I'd like to thank you all for joining me this year, and hope to see you all again in the new year. Merry Christmas.